You look nice.
Mike
I
for
don't know
questions,
about that.
right? So guys, raise your hands, we have Mike for questions. And then, Dennis already go.
All good?
All right, Coach, go ahead, season starting next Thursday at Akron.
Yeah, it's time. I think about every college football team, college football coach, players, everything else at this time of year. It's time to go play a game, and so I think that we're at that point too. And I'm excited to see this group go out and play and compete. I think within the group itself that we can expect, a rapid growth and development as we get through the season as well, from where we're at. But we're excited to go play this week. I think, every week the Mountain West will give you like a talking point here and there. They won't necessarily approve of this one necessarily, but we're 9-8, our conference is, against the Mid-American Conference in the last 4 years since 2021. And 8 of those games of the 17 have been one-score games. Us and San Diego State are the only 2 schools with a winning record against the Mid-American Conference in that time. And we've played 5 times, and 3 of ours have been one-score games. So, we expect that we're going to have to go on the road and play very well. That's the expectation that we have internally anyway, that we need to go and play very well and go and perform well. And so, that's what we want to do, regardless of where we're at, who we're playing, anything else. We want to play well, and that's where we're at. And so it's a big deal for us to get started.
Jay, how fun was it to we haven't seen the depth chart obviously, but how fun was it to put this together and go through this camp and see all these new faces? And also on the flip side, it's got to be really exciting to know that this depth chart can change in a hurry and you have the horses to do that.
Yeah, and I think that's, we're going to put one out on Sunday. We just finished kind of a stretch of practices this week. We do meetings and walkthrough tomorrow. And, we'll finalize it tomorrow and everything from that standpoint. But it'll be pretty fluid, I think, through the course of the early part of the season. That part I am very excited about. And I think that, I think the biggest part of this is when we look back at last year and where we fell short in certain situations was an overall depth and overall quality depth throughout the program. And so when we went into the offseason and looked at the number of players that we could acquire and the type of players that we wanted to acquire, that we were able to do that in a lot of situations. And so, I do feel good about this group, and I do feel good about the competitive balance of this group. I do feel good about the depth of this group. And now we got to go we got to go play, and we got to go do that. And, again, it's, we got to go play well Thursday night, and that's the biggest thing that we're concentrated on. But, I do think there's some positives based on what we've come out of.
Jay, are you excited to go play pretty close to home?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a bonus to it, I guess, in that regard. Look, I'm just excited to go play a game with this group and to do that, and it just happens to be, not far from where I grew up and all that. And so, yeah, that's a cool thing too. But at the end of the day, when we get to 7:00 Eastern time this Thursday night, we better play well, we better coach well, regardless of where we're at, and how close it is, or how far it is from my home, and all that stuff. So I can see some people after the game, and that'll be good.
Coach, week 1's a pretty special, the hope and promise of a new season. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a big reset in the fact that we looked at different things that we needed to improve at in this past off season. Look, here's a stat for you, and games decided by 10 points or less. Last year we were 2-5.